So a confirmation. We have our first combination to play their way into the final of these World Championships. Tian and Zhao, with that win, as I say, will meet either Wang Wu or Kakiwa Maeda. And this is what's still to come. And you might wonder what's happening with that graphic in the middle match there. It's because there has been a walkover. We understand a neck injury for Kim Sa-rang. So Kim and Kim have conceded a walkover to Ko and Shin. So that means Ko and Shin are also in the final tomorrow. They will potentially meet either their compatriots, Li and Yu, or maybe a Danish pair in Boa Mogensen. But there will be no match number 3. So after Li Xuerui and Minatsu Mitani, we'll have the other women's doubles semi-final, Wu Wang up against Kakiwa Maeda, followed by that men's singles semi-final of Lee Chong-wei and Victor Axelsen. So let's concentrate on the women's singles semi-final here. You can see Li Xuerui coming through against Saina Nehwal yesterday, Mitani in a thriller against Sung Ji-hyun, and Carolina Marin, PV Sindhu. Spain and India will have their first women's singles finalist. Don't know which country yet, one or the other. But great to see new nations, if you like, in the women's single final. 2 young guns as well. Atmosphere building up very nicely now, isn't it, in the Bellarup Super Arena. Many of the fans will be unaware that that men's doubles match is off. Jim, obviously we want to concentrate on this women's singles clash, but quickly just a comment on that.
Of course it's sad. It's 2, you know, pairs which I thought would have had a great match. You know, it's just sad. Sad that things like that, but that's sport. You know, it happens.
Yeah, neck injury.
Just like Jan Jørgensen had to pull out.
But here come the women's singles semi-finalists, and we've just seen the Olympic champions win in the women's doubles. Well, how about we see the Olympic champion in the women's singles, Li Xuerui, first out on court, and well, there's no doubt you have to say the minnow here is Minatsu Mitani, but she's used to being the underdog this week. She's beaten the world champion, Ratchanok Intanon, and yesterday against Sung Ji-hyun, after losing the first set, had an even longer match against the Korean, and well...
Yeah, and you can't help wondering if this is a step too much.
Well, Li Xuerui looking pretty good, isn't she?
Yeah, she hasn't really been pushed to anything yet, and what can I say? We could already see here on Mitani that she has a lot of tape on her legs and doesn't necessarily need to be injuries or anything, but I know from experience, having played that long matches all the time, it's just very, very hard.
Well, she may be feeling it in the legs. Maybe if we went to another 3rd game, but she'll be boosted confidence-wise. You know, she must be on a real high, because it hadn't been a great 2014 for her. Quarterfinals was as far as she got in any of this year's tournament. So to be in the semi-final and to become the first Japanese women's singles player to win a medal in the World Championships in 37 years must give her a really lovely feeling. Have to go back to 1977. Hiroe Yuki won the bronze. So she's made a bit of history this week. This girl, well, she's only young, but she's made a lot of history herself. Li Xuerui, 23 years of age already. You can consider her a legend. World #1 Olympic champion, but if there is an incentive for her, and you can see, look at that win-loss ratio for this year, it's what happened last year. She made the final, she lost it. Look at that. Saina Nehwal tried her best yesterday. She was just too good for her.
Yeah. And I just have... I know I might be pessimistic in a little way here, but I just can't see Mitani you know.
No, fair enough. I mean, I think if we went around the crowd here and we asked, I don't know how many are there here, 3,000. I doubt you'll find more than about 3 or 4 that would maybe pick Mitani to win this one. As you can see, seeded 16, ranked 15. I said, you know, look at the win-loss ratio coming into this week. 10 wins, 10 defeats. It's nothing that's picked her out as a bronze medalist at this year's World Championships, but yet here she is in the semi-final. Look at those wins. An hour and 5 minutes, an hour on court against Ratchanok.
Yeah.
Beating Lena Kiersfeld as well.
And there's 2 other things. She didn't expect to be here. You know, will she be satisfied with just being here now and get in the middle, or will she have you know, in her head, changed her mind, say, oh, I'm going for gold now?
And I haven't told you the head-to-head record yet.
No, wait with that one.
Lynn Maund, our umpire there. 5 times they've met. Yeah. 3 of them 2004. Guess who's won all 5 of them? Yeah. Li Xuerui.
And another thing is, we saw that.
There you go. Look at the second set there at the Uber Cup as well.
Yeah.
21-5. Let's hope it's closer than that. Let's hope we've got a bit of tension, bit of drama. Women's singles semi-final is underway here in the BWF Super Arena just outside of Copenhagen. Mitani against Li Xuerui.
What I was going to say there is, we saw Ratchanok Itanon in the first set where we thought, whoa, this is going to be a walkover almost for her. She had the tempo there, and Mitani just couldn't cope with it. Then something happened. Ratchanok simply just started slowing a little bit slower, and then Mitani was fine and came back and won it. I don't think we'll see Li Xuerui slow down today, and we already see in the 2 first rallies Mitani really having troubles coping with that pace. Yeah, she does look, you know, you can see, but you can see it hurts.
I mean, Mitani come out here, she think, come on, I can do it. And then bang, 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 3 love down.
But look, and you look at that strap and tape she has on that leg. You can't help wondering.
But don't you remember, we saw Mitani, she had her hands in her head against Ratchanok. It was looking doom and gloom. That was 2 rounds ago. There you are.
I agree with you, and I'm not against Mitani. I think she's fantastic because she's the type I really like. She never gives up and she fights. But I'm just saying, this is the Olympic champion. And the way Li Xuerui has performed here in the World Championship, I think it's going to be very, very difficult.
Yeah, and let's not forget Li Xuerui. Not only has she been superb this week, she, if you count the Uber Cup, the fact that she won the previous 2 tournaments, this, if she wins, will be her 20th match win in a row. That's a good run.
And the way Mitani plays as well is very much the running game. And if we just could count how many steps with that leg she's taken up to the net doing this in this tournament, it's no reason why. There's a reason why she has that tape on. So we'll have to see. But pretty much we've seen from the start here that's going to be difficult for him.
Yeah, and when you know, I mean, she'll be aware of how well Li Xuerui's played as well. She obviously will be very aware of, you know, and then you met last in May. You know, 3 of the defeats that she's had against Li have come in this calendar year. You know, I've got to go out there and I've got to play perfect, and that adds the pressure on your game. She somehow has to go out there and just play her own game, doesn't she? But
yeah.
But if she plays to her strengths and Li plays to her strengths, we know who's going to win, don't we?
Definitely. She's gonna have to, you know, she's gonna find a really tough time finding a way to win her points.
7-1.
And then it becomes uncomfortable, doesn't it? You become a little self-aware.
Yeah, you can see there it's already painful. We'll play.
8-2.
And it's interesting watching this match at the moment. It'll be a very different feel, won't it, later tonight when Carolina Marin takes on PV Sindhu. You feel like that one could go anyway, couldn't you?
Well, my experience with Sindhu is
he'll go through games.
she'll be behind, she'll come back, and then she'll lose a game, she'll be behind again, then she's going to come back and win the game.
She
and
might
in
have
the
a
end,
couple of match points against her.
in the
and
end,
Marin's also that kind of player as well, isn't she?
In the end, she will look tired.
Marin was a set down yesterday, and she came through as well. It was, you know, the pair of them between them. It could be a 2-hour fun fest, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Really. Whereas this one, you feel could be over in half an hour.
9-3.
And if it is that long as well, that'll be music to the ears of Li Xuerui should she make the final.
Yeah, you can say if you look at, let's assume that this will continue like we're seeing here, you know, Li Xuerui just basically had warm-up games all the way to the final. That's how well she's played, so she will be as ready as you can be for a final match.
10-3.
Yeah, it's been a really classy display so far from Li Xuerui. It's easy to just sit here and wax lyrical about her, but she's the one that's having to go out there and produce the goods, make sure Mitani doesn't get any confidence. She's snuffed her out pretty well. That's a rare miss. To the light for Mitani. So there we go. Out in the interval, Li Xuerui in command, we have to say, with a commanding performance. 11 points to 4, I should say. Mitani, well, she's got her work cut out here to just even make a game of it, never mind win. Look at that drop shot, setting up the winner. Mitani just doing well to get to it. And down the line, and Mitani netting.
20 seconds. 20 seconds. Eleven, 4. Play.
Okay. Good, positive start from Mitani after the interval.
5-11.
Perfect. That's right.
You know, you get to these stages of the World Championships and you want to see close, tight encounters, don't you, really? But
Well, you're also at the stage where fatigue will come in and injuries can come in, and
Yeah.
so, and we have to remember
Service over.
that in a draw there can be
6.
walkovers and everything. Somebody's probably had, you know, Sindhu had it. Was it 1 hour and 26 minutes yesterday somewhere? Well, that's a long match, and come in and play today. So you can have these sometimes one-sided matches because we are at that stage of the tournament.
Service over.
And obviously you can see Mitani is feeling it here.
14.
Yeah, I've got to say though, if we 1 hour and 26 minutes, Sindhu was on court yesterday. 1 hour 15 minutes, Marin was on court as well.
So that's more.
So they're even. They're both going to be shattered.
Here we have a girl who's basically been out having.
Well, she's not dropped a game. Never
No,
dropped a
and
game.
she haven't, you can say, broken sweat at all, you know. And not taking anything against Sina yesterday, but she did really well, but it hasn't been out there where she was really fought and under pressure at all.
No, I mean, Sina tried her best, but
Yeah.
she just came up with every answer really, Lee, didn't she?
So she's ready. And you know, that's also talent. That's also a class player that can go and, you know, not use too much time on matches they shouldn't use too much time on.
16. 6.
It's been a good day, hasn't it, so far for the Chinese fans, seeing the women's doubles first finalist of Tian Zhao. And now looking like the first women's singles finalist, even in this opening game stage, will be Xuerui Li.
But it's also
that's hurt more than anything, I think, for Mitani there. Just hoping it's going to drop out.
On the line.
Yeah, no,
Look at that.
7.
Can't even challenge it. She had too good a look at it.
Yeah. I really think Mitani wants to, she almost wants to dive for these shots. She wants to really, she just can't, you know, she can't find that energy. She can't find that.
Oh, and that's just wide as well.
20.
If it doesn't rain, it pours. 13 game points for Li Xuerui. Every pointer, a little minor victory, isn't it, for Mitani?
20.
Well, in semi-finals of World Championships, it really doesn't come much easier or better than that, really. Li Xuerui completely in control here. Her opponent is baffled, bamboozled, and well down, you have to say. Just over 13 minutes, 14 minutes actually on the clock now. Li Xuerui takes the opening game here, 21 points to 8. If you're coaching Mitani now, what can you say, Jim?
Well, it depends. She has to be really, really honest about how she's feeling. She has to be really, really honest about, you know, her energy level and how, you know, are you sore, are you injured or whatever. I don't think she will have the game to run the Xuerui down. That would be pretty unrealistic. So go for it. I've said it before this week. We've seen Sindhu come back in that time. Mitani did a little bit against Ratana. Go for it. Take the net. Attack. I think if she just goes out and rallies here, we'll see it'll be a copycat of the first game. So, but she has to tell me how she's feeling, because I can't really help her if she's not telling me what kind of energy she has left.
20 seconds.
If I could help her, I don't know if I could, but.
Well, this lady's won 3 times in 2014. Uber Cup, she won all 6 matches. Indonesian Japan Opens came her way just prior to these championships starting. She was the player of 2012. 3 times she won again in 2013. She has been, over the last 3 years, you have to say, the best women's singles player in the world. And she may be about to prove it again this week. And for Mitani, I suppose, listen, whatever happens here, she'll be able to look back with great satisfaction. She's put herself in the history books, you know, almost 40 years since the last time a Japanese women's singles player won a medal in World Championships. She's done it here this week in Copenhagen.
1-4.
That was a good shot. See, that's going for it.
Yep.
You know? Yeah.
2-1.
Great shot.
2-all.
Well, good start here by Mitani. And again, we haven't really seen a rally, and it tells me a little bit she's trying to go for it. That's perfect. And to go for it, when I mean to go for it, I don't mean, of course you should go for it. Everybody goes for it when they go on court, but then, you know, take the chances, attack, go for that little slim chance there is now for make a smash or like that. Well, that's okay. That's okay. She has to try and do that. If she just go head to head with Li Xuerui in the way she did in the first game, then you'll see the same result. Good fight by Mitani there, but again, Li Xuerui just too good. What a player. Now back into the league.
Well, some fight here from Mitani. 7-5, she leads. Well, listen, this is a young lady in Minatsu Mitani she's done it this week. She's done it before. She was looking down and out against Ratchanok Intanon, who, let's not forget, won this title last year. And she pulled it off. I mean, it would seem impossible. It would seem improbable and unlikely, but these things have happened. She lost the first game against Ratchanok Intanon, 21-8. Guess what? She lost the first game here, 21-8. She lost the first game against Sung Ji-hyun, 21-9. And we all know what happened then. Now, lightning doesn't normally strike 3 times. But she's playing with a greater freedom and confidence now. And she's already got more points in this game than she did in the previous one.
9-8.
Well, Mitani then has the interval lead. And, well, who saw this coming?
Oh,
only she did, I think.
But again, look there. She goes for it. And then, you know, maybe she should have brought that approach from the start.
Well, can she maintain this? Can she bring us some more drama this week from the Japanese player? Who thought she was playing for pride coming out in this second game? She had other ideas. Well, statement there from Li Xuerui right at the start of the for the interval.
What a great shot.
It's incredible that she puts it wide there, Mitani, that she did lose those opening games to opponents in the previous two matches so comfortably, like she did here against Li, and that she's able to bounce back so well. I mean, obviously she's got some mental toughness there, and although some might question why she started so slowly.
Yeah, either she needs a new warm-up routine, or she's just really good at adapting to her opponent, saying, okay, now I've seen what you can now. But this will also go more or less. I think she did change a few things, Mitani. She did try to create more attacking play, but it also came down to the Xuerui feeling maybe a little bit too complacent. So,
yeah, 4 points in a row now for Li.
We'll probably see a different. That's perfect.
Fantastic.
Wow, she's really hitting the lines.
15-11.
Well, we're back in the old groove again, aren't we? The hope was brief. It flickered nearly for minutes. She gave it her best shot, didn't she? Minatsu Mitani here. Mitani now looks beaten again. my goodness. Almost got it there.
Well,
2 more points.
respect for Mitani. I think she's really putting up a good fight.
Yeah, but she's only won 20 points in the match. The reality is, I think this is where her fairy tale ends. I mean, this is the land of Hans Christian Andersen, but
he's got to come up with a great story. Another great story. He has a few.
18.
No, that's wide.
Service over. 19-13.
well, for Li Xuerui, a real opportunity tomorrow, whoever she's facing, of beating those demons that she must have felt. Netted there, though. One more point goes the other way, that she must have felt in that loss on home soil in Guangzhou against Ratchanok Internon. Big surprise in last year's final. And now she has match points to make it through to Sunday's big game.
20. Match point 14.
Mitani fought here in this second game. Even led, but Li Xuerui has been racing to the line. A complete performance from the Olympic champion. A stunner to conclude it as well. Li Xuerui has disposed of yet another opponent in rapid quick time. 32 minutes on court for this victory over Minatsu Mitani, 21-8, 21-14. And whoever gets to the final, whether it be PV Sindhu or Carolina Marin to face her in that battle for the gold medal, they are going to have their work cut out. Confirmation then, Li Xuerui through the #1 seed, 21-8, 21-14.
Attention please. Unfortunately, the men's doubles player Kim Sang-rang from Korea had withdrawn.
Well, you might be able to hear the announcement being made right now.
So the semi-final in men's doubles will be won on walkover by Ko Sung-yoon and Shin.
The next match that we were due to have the men's double is off because of injury for Kim Sang-rang. The crowd just hearing that. So we're going to go straight into the women's doubles match. Confirmation first, Li Xuerui's in the final, where she will face Marin or Sindhu. Jim Naugerson's just taking a little breather. Delighted to say, joined by one of Denmark's best now. Put up the racket to retire now, enjoy his retirement. Peter Gader's with us. Peter, it's great to have the World Championships here in Denmark. I bet you wish you were out there playing this week.
Actually, I feel quite good being on the sidelines.
Okay.
Of course, you know, I feel the emotion and the tension from the players and from the stadium. But I have done whatever I should on court. Now I'm off court, and I'm really enjoying just watching the games and following the games from the sidelines.
Now, obviously, we've got the women's doubles next, but I assume you've been keeping keen interest in what's been going on in the men's singles. The one after our match with Wang Anu up against Kiwa and Maeda is the match between Victor Axelsen and Lee Chong-wei. You played Lee Chong-wei, obviously, so many times over the years, and you must know Victor pretty well as well. What has Victor got to do to make a real game of it?
Of course, there's no doubt. Victor is 20 years old. Lee Chong-wei, he's at the top of his game. Lee Chong-wei is going for this title, but as Victor only at 20 years of age, going to the semi-final of the Worlds at home, this is just a free shot at Chong-wei. Chong-wei is a big favorite in this game. I think that he needs to be nervous, have a bad day before Victor has a chance. Victor, he can play total, without just everything to win, nothing to lose. So he will give his best, and hopefully they can make a great game for the spectators. But I think it's going to be very difficult for Victor. Chong-wei looks to be at the right state of mind and ready for going for this title.
Well, the officials just making their way out now for this women's doubles match. Let's just see what we've got next. As you can see, a walkover then in that third match means it's women's doubles, then that match we've just been talking about, Lee Chong-wei and Victor Axelsen. So here come the players. Ouyang Wang Xiaoli hoping to make it an all-Chinese women's doubles final. And here come their Japanese opponents, Raika Kakiwa and Miyuki Maeda. It's going to be tough for them. Ouyang Wang Xiaoli, obviously one of the best women's doubles partnerships there's been. It's great, isn't it, having the BWF Super Arena like this. What are you up to, Peter, at the moment? Obviously, here watching some badminton this week, but elsewhere.
I'm still keeping in touch with badminton. I'm coaching in a youth talent project here in Copenhagen, where Badminton Denmark and a local community is supporting a project where I'm coaching 16 of the best players we have between 13 and 17 years of age. And I'm still actually practicing quite a bit, not playing any official matches, but just to feel normal, I have to practice.
I suppose it's been in your system for so long, it's hard to lose it.
I cannot let go of it, so it's a huge part of me. So I need to practice almost every day. And aside from that, I have a lot of things going on with Asia, with China and other Asian countries as a kind of a brand ambassador for Danish companies that want to move into these countries. I have been able to create a good name for myself during the years in these countries, and hopefully I can be kind of a door opener, an ambassador for these companies, and also create kind of a new future for me and make a transition towards other things beside badminton.
Yeah, sounds terrific. Well, obviously we've got a couple of partnerships here, one from China and one from Japan. Wang Xiaoli, Ouyang, obviously. I take it you feel like most people here will be the favourites for this one.
For this one, I'm pretty sure the Chinese, they are the favorites, and even though the Japanese pair is quite good, maybe they'll put up a fight, but the Chinese, I think it's gonna take it.
So Denmark's in a healthy state. You say you got these youngsters coming through as we look at the record this year for Wang Xiaoli, Ouyang, maybe another Peter Gader coming through.
Well, obviously we have Victor in the semi-final,
sure.
Only 20 years of age.
But underneath that?
Underneath that, we will have I think we have a couple of guys coming, but we need to put in a huge effort in order to keep up with the Asians. I'm trying my best. I think at the moment, ladies singles, we're actually better, than in the men's singles, but there is guys coming up. We need to work even harder. We need to make a bigger pool of young guys coming forward, not only once every 5 years, but one every year or two every year. So I'm trying my best to put in some effort and trying to influence also the Danish way that we do things. We'll see what happens. It's not an easy challenge.
Well, we were seeing there Ouyang Wang Xiaoli coming through this week in straight games in all of their matches. The number 7 seeds here certainly got their work cut out, and they had to come from a set down to beat the number 13 seeds. Ko and Yu in the last 16. 45 minutes to beat their compatriots, though, yesterday. Peter, it's been great to have a chat with you. I know you're going to be especially interested in the match, the one after this one, but we're going to concentrate on this. It's been great.